Hello, welcome to Oz Scalemodeling, and welcome to the Revell Queen Mary 2 ocean liner build, and this is part 23. So, if you are just joining us for the first time, it'd be a really good idea to go back to the beginning of this playlist and watch from part 1, or even the unboxing. If you are intending on building this, hopefully you'll find some good tips, or if you got the kit and you've decided you want to try it, and I highly suggest it. Definitely a bit of a challenge, but anyway, let's get on with where we're up to. So at the moment you can see I've got some decals out. In the last video we went right across the ship of what we've done and where we need to go and what's left to do. Railings and structure around the tennis court and basketball court, I've got them photo etch cut out for those, and they're being painted at the moment. They're drying. You wouldn't believe how unlucky or how lucky I was. I was doing the basketball hoops that part of the basketball court, of course, and you got your board that goes up on the side with the hoop, and it's a tiny little bit of photo etch, and you wouldn't believe it, while I was undercoating it with my airbrush in the other room, I just faintly saw something flick off, and I thought, oh no. And the top of my airbrush area where I work, it's like a carpet I've got that's piece of carpet covering the desk I work on to protect it, and it's grey, and this piece went into that, and it was just by some miracle I looked, and the first place I looked at was exactly where it was, and I got it. But to give you an idea of just how small this is, I really doubt this camera will pick it up, but you look on the end of that toothpick there. See if we can get in there and look. There it is there. That's the basketball hoop that I found and recovered. Unbelievable how small that is. So I put that aside somewhere safe, but that's not going to happen again. And those parts are drying. There's they're undercoated, and then I have to paint them white, but half of them are red. But we'll get to that when we take a look at those parts when they're ready to be put on the ship here. In the meantime, while that's happening, I was thinking, oh, we've got to do some decals. I went and had a look at just how much I've got to do, and I didn't realise there was quite a lot. So on the instructions here, we've got now all the hulls done, of course, so all those parts, circle bit there, they're all for the hull. That's all done. What I've got to do is all the windows below the bridge. There's some surrounds there. There's some little labels. Looks like there's some on the smokestack that I didn't realise. Not sure. Some little labels that are going on the radar units there. There's some on the crane. So I'm actually doing the crane now, and of course same on the opposite side. So I need to work along and do all these decals. The sign here, which will go on the side of the ship, the forward and starboard, front and rear, whatever, that'll go on. These little blue spots ones here are for the cranes. We've got the Queen Mary 2 Southampton to go on the stern of the ship. And then there's all these dark outlines around the windows as part of the area below the bridge. So no problem. There's some dark lines there. I'm not sure what those are for. But anyway, and of course, we also have the flags come as decals on here. So I'm going to have to transfer those onto, what I usually do is put them on aluminium foil. I can bend them into a shape that they'll stay in. We've got the swimming pool blue areas here, which we're not going to worry about because we painted it all. The helicopter landing area that needs to be put on the deck. A few other bits and pieces. So we'll work our way through that. All right, so I've got my water on the side here. I've got a couple little decals here, and I'm going to work on here. Place these. I'm using Mark Fit. And I'm going to work through these, and we'll come back and we'll have a look at how much do I get done here, and also the tennis court areas, which will eventually look something like that. That's the outcome we want. Painted, of course, but yeah. So we've got all the pieces together. I've cut them all. I've got them all off the sprue. I've got them painted. The net, I've got that, so I'm going to paint that, the black net with the white across the top. That'll look quite all right. Yeah, and all that. And not to forget the green netting, which we'll work on too. All right, so we've got a fair bit to get through. We'll be back shortly and we'll have a look at how our progress is. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, welcome back. So, decals. Most of the decals are done. As you can see on the front there, we've got those black areas here on each side. We've got the decals on there. They went on quite well. There was one that was a little bit not too lining up with the window too well, but it's okay. We've got the decal here for the company name. As we go along, of course, I've done all the decals that go on these. Tops of them are all done. There's actually some white clear decals on the deck that I was a bit concerned about them and how they were going to go down on the wood, but they have, so no problems. Happy about that. And down here we've got more of the black areas around the windows that went on quite nicely. They all look good. Let me just show you the stern of the ship where we have the actual name. Let me just move this along a bit. And I don't think I'm going to be able to fit this in. We'll be back in a sec. Okay, so there's our Queen Mary 2 Southampton on the stern there. Went on really nice. Happy with that. Now I do have one bit of a concern, and that is the helicopter landing markings, which will go in that blank area there. Now I've got them here. Obviously they just got to go down there, but just trying to look at this decal, and I'm thinking that looks like just one big decal. And I'm worried that it's going to look a bit shiny when I place it on the deck there. If the yellow outlines were separate, that would be okay. I could just lay those strips around, put the two circles on, and then put the low hover in the center. But I think it's all one piece. I'm just a bit concerned about how that's going to look on that deck. So I'm just holding off on that for the moment until I get some advice on what to do. Now, let's have a look down here. So here we have the photo etch for the tennis court and basketball court. So they're all painted up and done, but what I've got to do is there's some of these posts here halfway up are red. So I need to paint them red, and so that'll be fine. I may probably just hand paint them. I'm not sure if I will try taping them. We've also got the tennis court net that's done black. I've still got to do the white across the top. I'll just hand brush that on there, and that'll be fine. That's come up. If it's going to focus, yeah, the mesh is nice on that, so I'm happy with that. Now I've also got, there's another little railing for the back of the basketball court, so that'll be fine. And then here we've got some aerials. There you go. So all of those go up on the top of the bridge. I'll probably put them on shortly. There's no chance of them getting knocked off now because most of that area is pretty safe to work on. So they'll all go on top of there. All right, so progressing well. As you'll see, I've also painted these the correct color. I mentioned earlier the instructions said they're white when they're not. So I've painted those up and both sides so they're drying. I'm just being a bit careful. I don't know why they're showing orange on the camera when they're not. They actually look exactly the same color as the hull. So I don't know, that's just the way the light is. Yeah, it's strange. Anyway, I'm just being careful so that when I don't move the ship, when I move the ship around, they're not going to break off. I'll tuck them back inside where they are supposed to be, out of the way, at least until it goes in the case. Okay, so I will get on to this. I'm going to work on these nets now. I'll put those aerials on. We'll put the net in after it, now that it's been painted. I'll just do the white on it. And that's about it. Oh, and of course we've got the clear, the tinted plastic, which is the glass panels that run across the top of the decks here. They're all painted, they're all done and ready to go on. So I was just leaving them off, I mentioned before, because I wanted to work around here doing them. But I could put these ones on the rear here. That's no problem. So I might go ahead and do that. All right, I'll get back into it and we're back shortly. Hello, welcome back. So, as you can see, our basketball court and tennis court is complete. The netting that I used from the one of those fish scoops worked out really well. Really happy with that. You can see it's come up really good. It's quite easy to do. I just had to cut the pieces pretty much over the size and then trim them around the photo etch frames here. They're all on. The tennis court nets down in there. Yeah, come up really good. I think I mentioned I put the aerials on the front of here, and we're getting really close now. In fact, the next video will be the reveal of it complete. I'm pretty sure of that, because all I have to do now is still need to put these glass across the deck here, which I'm still trying to work out just how much I want it, how much detail I'm going to do those in yet. And the helicopter pad, I'm not too sure about. This goes pretty much right, move this up a little bit, goes right there. But I think the whole thing is at one single decal. It's not like in three pieces on there, which I'd prefer. Then I could lay out the pieces, but because it's one single decal, it's going to have that shine on it. See how it's going to have that gloss, which is not doing it for me now. But yeah, there we go. See, and I don't want that gloss on top of my deck there. Just wouldn't look right. And to be honest, I don't think they would have a wood deck under the helicopter landing pad. I have to go back and have a look. In fact, 1 second. Okay, so after reviewing some footage of the ship, I don't see anything resembling this. All I see on the ship there is a yellow circle, a yellow spot. That's all, a yellow filled in spot. It is wood deck, it is all wood, that's correct. It's a yellow spot. There's no low hover, there's none of those yellow lines around here, further around. So I'm going to leave this off. I could put it on later if I wanted to, it's no problem. But for now, that's staying off. So that leaves the props, the propellers to put on, which I will do right now actually. And like I said, the glass panels along the side of along the rooftop there. Okay, so just let me change my camera angle here and we'll get back and have a look at these propellers that are going on the back, or the screws going on the back. Okay, so here's our propellers. And what I've realised is there is a right and wrong way to put these on. So I figured it out going by the picture, because these are two different part numbers, 19 and 20, and they've got to be on the right side. So the two that are number 20 each go on this side, which I'm doing first. I know you can't see, I'm underneath here, but what I should have done was test fitted these before. I noticed that the paint's made these a bit thick and they're not sliding on too easily, but they will turn once they're on. It's just a matter of gluing them in place. Anyway, the important thing is I got them round the right way. It means the ship's not going to go backwards or in circles. That's important. So I'll come back and we'll have a quick look and see what they look like on. Okay, back in a sec. Hey, welcome back. So it only took a few minutes. There's our props on. They went on quite easily. They turn around, so that's good. Yeah. And they're turning the right way too, so I'm pretty sure that the ship's going to go in the right direction. So I just got to be a bit careful here because I've got my wire running over the top of the ship, but there she is. Alright, looking good, looking ready almost to go up into that case up there. That's where I'm hoping to put it soon. Okay, so I'm going to finish these railings or glass panels that go along the top here, and we'll be back. Okay, back in a second. Okay, I'm back again, and I just wanted to show you something I bought that you'll probably see in the last final video of this Queen Mary 2 when I've unveiled it all finished. We have a look at it all in the case and lit up. And it's this that I picked up today. So it's been a while since I've been meaning to get myself something a bit more decent. So here we have the Logitech C922 Pro HD Stream Webcam. It does 1080p at 30 frames per second, includes a little tripod, and I must pay credit where credit is due, even though I haven't tried this yet, so I'm hoping it is going to work better than what I got. I'm sure it will. But Jason at AussieScaleModeller recommended this to me many weeks ago. Actually, I've just been putting it off because I'm a real tight ass when it comes to spending money. But he's recommended and said you really need to get this, and so I did. I finally went and bought it today. So I also highly recommend Jason and his channel, and I'll put the link down in the description below. He's a very good YouTuber who does a lot of Aussie promotion, promoting Aussie businesses, and interviewing Aussie scale modelers, and definitely worth going and checking out his channel. Yes, mate, I'm going to give this a shot, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work out real well. All right, you guys, you might hear a bit more about him as something else in the works that I think he might be sending me, but we might actually do a bit of more detailed review of it. We have to wait and see. So yeah, we'll just have a quick open up because I haven't opened this up or anything yet. I'm not going to do an unboxing for a webcam, and besides, there's plenty of them on the channel, on channels that I've seen, so it's not like it's needed. Let's have a look. So let me get the camera down a bit closer, the old camera down, and we'll have a bit of a better look. Okay, so there it is in here. Get this out. There we go. I'm not real gentle at the unboxing, but there we go. So, like I said, this is a Logitech. Apparently there's some very good software that you can download the Logitech to use with this. And the good thing about the software is you can do all your settings how you want, your brightness and more detailed stuff. But also, because I use OBS Studio for my video editing, the software from Logitech actually works in conjunction with OBS, so it will keep all the settings that I have for the camera while I'm recording it into the software, so that'll be great. You'll notice it's got these are microphones on each side, so we've got stereo microphones. I'm noticing it is a bit heavier. In fact, it's a lot heavier than my camera I'm up here using at the moment. But also on online on eBay, I think it was, or maybe it was something else, I don't remember. I bought myself a stand that it hooks to the side of the desks and comes across the top and allows me to do my top-down view, and it's designed to hold cameras and this. It also includes a ring light. Not that I need the lighting, but extra wouldn't hurt. So that cost me about $60. So that I should have that in a few days and have this all set up. So it's got the standard size here that you can use for most of your camera equipment, and we'll just take that off. I'm sure I can take that off and have a look. There we go. And again, it's also adjustable for different viewing angles, which is what we're going to look at here. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's going to shoot down and give me a nice stereo HD view. I mean, I shoot in 1080p now, but I think that just the quality of this would be better. My camera that I'm using up here that I've been using is like 12 years old. So, you know, can't go wrong. Anything new's got to be better. Straight up, it's USB. I'll plug straight into my laptop that I use. We have here, there's a 3-month premium license for a program called XSplit, which I'm not interested in. A little mini tripod here. Yeah. Lighten that up. There you go. It's extendable a little bit. Yeah, the legs are extendable. Not much. Well, I actually have one of these anyway. Not this small, but again, this is quite a good size for doing side angle shots at the ships I'm building or whatever I'm building. But you know me, most likely it's a ship. So that could come in handy as well. Move that out of the way. Then we got. Oh, by the way, this whole webcam cost 129 Aussie dollars. Pretty good price. The ticket actually that said on the box $199, but I think they just do that to make it look like you feel like you're getting a good deal. I'm pretty sure, because everywhere I looked where you can buy these, they're nowhere near that expensive. They're all around within $1 or $2 of what I paid. So that's all. There is some English there as well as Chinese, but yeah, it's basically just plug and play. You just plug it in and your laptop or whatever you're using on will automatically detect it and be up and running. So I'm looking forward to getting that set up, but I will wait until the rest of the overhead mounting and everything comes in before I start. And I'll do the last video of the ship with the new camera. But for the moment, I'll come back and we'll have a look at those railings. I keep calling them railings. They're not. They're glass across. Sorry, I know you can't see. The ship is just here. But yeah, all across here we're going to put some glass frames. And that'll be it for this video. Okay, so back very shortly. Okay, so welcome back. So I've done the glass panels, not railings, all the way along the top of both sides here. And I did decide to do the top of them are painted white. And if you look on the side, you can see them a bit better. They go across all the way along. So they come up really nice. Now, I can't, they're supposed to be all the way along there. I'll put a picture up best way. There's a picture going up there showing what they look like on the actual ship. Now, I can't paint them fully with the white frames like that. I just don't feel confident that I can get them to look any good. And I've looked at other videos and pictures of other people's models, and they don't look really good at all when they're painted. Painting on that clear plastic is just really, really hard, especially with the white. You can't make any errors. I've just done the top, and I'm confident and I'm happy with that. I know that if I tried to do all the sections in between, all the frames, it's just going to look a mess. That's no good. So I'm happy with that as it is. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Our model is completely finished. I've checked all the sprues, both the photo etch and the other, and there's nothing left on them other than the kit supplied railings, which of course we didn't use. Now I've gone over and I'm just going to go over, check everything, make sure there isn't anything missing, make sure all my little railings are in place, nothing's fallen off or moved. And that's it. So the next video will be the completed model. And what I'll do is I'll light it up, get some beautiful video of it, we'll put it in its case where it's going to live. I'll take some nice photographs. And yeah, so please come back and see what will it be. Just checking where we're at. All right, it'll be number 24. We'll be at video number 24. All right, so please, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching this for the first time, well, we've finished it now, and we're going to have a look in the next video. Will be the completed model. You're welcome to go back, hit the subscribe button, hit notifications, and go back to the beginning of this playlist, or watch whatever you like that I've already built and what's up and coming. Please comment below what your thoughts are. Don't give me any ideas now because it's done, it's too late. And yeah, so I actually started this model. I was just looking at the instructions on the 28th of the 8th, 21. And it is now, okay, so it'll be the 7th of February. So that's a good, just over 5 months it's taken this build, which is a record for me. That's about the longest. But anyway, we'll talk about this in the next video. So hang in there, guys. One more to go and we'll have a good look at this model all completed. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like the video, and I'll see you all in part 24. Bye for now. Cheers all.